Hello and welcome. Usually I cover, some Doomstack, some certain things. I don't often talk about systems implemented in the game, and today I want to expose one. I want to show you a system that it's absolutely abusable to insane degree. It's not, it's not economical cheese, it's nothing like that. It's in a battle system. It's quite important because it lets me win impossible fights, and I'm seriously saying impossible. It's early campaign level 11 Greases, right? I'm going against 3 armies of undead, and trust me, I can't win this. It's unwinnable. They come in waves. That's one. I have some winds of magic, okay? I have some winds of magic. Flamestorm, yeah. I have some winds of magic. But the amount of healing, the amount of anti-large, the amount of damage in general is beating the crap out of me. I purposely tried a couple of different mechanics, different tricks, and every time I was about to win, I got terror routed. Because these guys cause fear, but they're not immune to terror. I'm winning, and at some point half of my army terror routed because they're running away. It's ridiculous. And it's not even because of Gorst. Gorst, that's one of the bugs. Honestly, that's one of the bugs, which is Gorst never joins melee combat. He never parks next to army to cause a Mortis engine effect. He never does that. That's oversight that would make him a monster to fight. Because obviously vampires like to blob out. And he's usually if Strigoi is army and blob that they're fighting, Gorst is around Greases. He's around that side. He takes a space and he's just chilling there. If they improve Gorst to a level oh, I see a blob, I move in. Jesus, Gorst would be the terrorizer here. He would kill every fucking one. And I wish that happened. But it's not a present. So let's say this is the first flop. But the second one I'm gonna show you. And it does works not only in a battlefield, it does works in the sieges and minor settlements as well. You just need to know how. So let's go. First and the most important thing is you need to be attacker. It doesn't work when you are in the defense. It doesn't work. So, reinforcement coming, typical stuff, right? So AI is waiting. But, to all well known, there is a problem in a game that sometimes armies stand passive and you need to do range attack or cast a spell to cause them to attack you. But if you don't do it, they're gonna stand passive, right? So here's where the thing comes. I charge in. I move back. They all move back. I'm sure you started getting it, right? So, because I did not cause, like I said, missile attack, or casted a spell, they are not engaging. And this is the system that is broken. It's abusable in multiple levels. So obviously, this guy gonna be a problem, so I'm just gonna retreat here. Yeah, I don't want to fight him. Just go away. Go away, please. Because I did this battle already, okay? I did this battle, He's not backing up. Okay. So I charge in. Again. By the way, ogres are the worst units to fight in blobs. They are horrendous. When they're in blobs, they suck donkey. They're so bad because not many entities can actually hit, and it's terrible. You don't fight, you know, you don't use ogres in blobs. So as you can see, I'm killing some units, and I'm pulling back. And I'm sure you already know what the F is going on, and now, I tested this battle in multiple occasions and multiple levels, so you won't ever trigger them. If you want to do certain things, they will always stay here and send units a little bit. Also, I'm playing on the hardest difficulty, so I assume this, if they introduce ever legendary difficulty, they will remove this kind of feature, because I call it feature at this point, because it's ridiculous. So as you can see, I'm picking them one by one on a field battle. And destroying units as I'm pleased. By the way, ogres are also terrible to hit single entities. Jesus, single entities and blobs are the two things that ogres are like really kryptonite for them. So, in order to not fuck this up, I can use buffs, army abilities buffs. But I cannot use abilities. Some of the abilities that are causing some kind of outside effect, let's say if this only buffed Bragg, it would be fine, but it can cause terror, which is impactful on the outside, which is considered as an offensive spell, which means it can trigger the army. Next, Flaming Sword of Ruin, I tested out and it did trigger the army, which means it also can cause the problem. So don't use offensive abilities, just some buffs that do nothing on the outside except buffing units like here. And all you need to do is pretty much charge in, charge out. And you'll be able to pick them one by one. Ogres are quite good at it because they have big mass, so they can pull out, withdraw. What the F are you doing? Yeah, so they can withdraw and okay. That's weird. But okay. Yeah, and you'll see how... Oh, they're going into forest. How about that? Okay, yeah, I don't want to fight in the forest, so move out. Jeez, that was... Whew. Yeah, I did like one charge on this battle. I did like one charge that immediately half-life of these units were gone. Ooh. So charge bonus is strong. Of course, if I would use this, obviously it's a spell that does damage. It would trigger the army. So, It pretty much reminds me of Warhammer 2 ambushes. But in ambushes you could do anything to them and they were still standing. Like at the end of a cycle, life cycle of Warhammer 2, there were the ambushes that were broken. Like, you know, AI was standing on the middle. Here, they're quite deadly. They can win here. Like I said, I'm not the best on the micro side because I have the physical limitation. And I test it. I test it out. And this way, I can kill thousands of undead. Really. So as you can see, this is absolutely broken. That's why I have a habit of charging more than I can chew off when I have melee armies, like a monster armies. I tend to overextend myself because I can pull this out. But remember, you need to be attacker. And this situation works as well in sieges and minor settlements. It's even more obscene in the minor settlements. As you can see, I just yeah, ogres are really good at it. They charge in. The charge in they have is the powerful being here. But yeah, this is the, you know, the system that prevents AI to attack you as long you do certain things. And in Warhammer 2 there was no such thing. There was no such thing like, oh, they didn't cast a spell, oh, they didn't do range attack. No, AI was just straight going for you. In many cases, unless they had like artillery superior or range superior. But in this case, they have shit superior. Their superior is in pretty much overcrowding me because there's so many of them that they can just destroy me. But they're not doing it. And this system is rigged. It should not be like that. Of course, this will be problematic. Definitely it's gonna cause me some harm. And it's gonna cause harm to those who abuse this system. I'll have to adapt and not overextend, because, you know, I'm gonna have to... Yeah, I'm gonna be, you know, schooled down. I'm gonna have to be, like, put down and have to learn again, like, yeah. Gonna have to, you know, humility checked and it's okay. Because it should not be like this. It's absurd. It's abusable. It's insane. Come on. I'm interested. What do you think about that? Because come on, it is kind of rigged. Do you abuse that system in the game? I'm really interested. How much do you abuse it? Because like I said, this is just a battlefield. Of course, when you're the defensive side, it doesn't work. But let's look on the minor settlement. So I have a recording of a minor settlement battle, which I was outnumbered like 5 times. I use Bloodhost. I attack Hearthstone, and there was entire army of Beastmen, Garrison, and an entire army of Clan Moors. That was way too much. So what I did, I had 2, you know, Skull Cannon, and Skull Cannons were always good, but now they're way better because they shoot and put the flame on the ground, which cause insane amount of fire. But look what I'm doing. I'm kiting, because AI doesn't follow you straight ahead, but I'm slowly kiting them into my units that charge in, and they beat the shit out them one by one. And with this small force, with this small amount of force, I was able to overcome, you know, thousands of difference, because I was picking them one by one. Of course, I had to like burn missile ammo and missile strength ammo. I had to burn it out or kill them. I think I killed most of them with skull cannon. And I had to waste some winds of magic. But what I did here, like, skull cannons replenish ammo in combat and also health. So I was using it smart, and I was I baited out unit one by one, and I was again picking them like the battle, like the battle you saw in a moment ago. So this, it's the same thing in sieges. Long-time viewers of my channel, not many of them, but long-time viewers know I did some long time ago a video about how I won siege with small army of dwarves. Small army. That was the Grudge Raker army that I got for free. And I besieged a settlement, and they were outnumbering me. And I did, you know, the video on I tear down to pieces how I did it, piece by piece. And there was a final moment where I like got rid of their ammo, shooting like range units and magic and everything. And all I did, I parked my units in a, you know, hole. You need to make a hole in a wall to work it. So you put your units, you park them all together in one formation. You put them on a guard mode. It doesn't work with ogres, by the way, because ogres charge in and it's fucking annoying. But with dwarves, they standing still. But AI will send units one by one into that breach in a wall, and you don't fight more at once than like 1-2 units, with your army being on top of each other. It doesn't work for ogres, but outside of that, everyone else, like infantry-based army, this is how I get sieges with infantry often when I just reach, you know, level of resistance too much to overcome. So AI doesn't, you know, cross certain line in siege and minor settlement. They don't go outside. That's another that's the same thing, just a little bit different condition, but it's the same thing. AI won't do a move for you. And in a battlefield, it was obviously present that because I didn't do certain attacks, they didn't attack me. But in minor settlement and sieges, they just don't cross certain line unless you bait them out. And when you do, you slaughter them one by one, making impossible sieges possible. I'm exposing one of my greatest tactics that, you know, let me win just impossible sieges. Literally impossible fights was won by this. It doesn't work with, like, you know, balanced army, because they use spells and range attack. No, it has to be mostly infantry, monstrous infantry, cavalry. Oh my god, this is my trick for cavalry armies. That's how I win cavalry some certain battles where it's just no, but I still win. And this, you know, and this makes everything. I don't know if in Warhammer 2 units were coming outside of walls. They were going outside. They were chasing you outside. They tend to do it in Warhammer 3 as well, if you bait them out. I did a couple of videos where I baited unit outside. with cavalry army. How do I siege with cav armies? Exactly how. I bait them out with something, and then I charge in, literally, as I did in the miners settlement. So this is one of the biggest weakness in a battle system in Warhammer 3. It makes, you know, impossible things achievable, but on the other hand, I don't think it should be like that. I think it's rigged, and I got a feeling it's never gonna be changed. I got a feeling it's never gonna be changed, which makes entire Warhammer 3, you know, easier to fight. Easier to fight. The system, combat system is just, you know, battle system with the sieges, and it's just broken. I think this system is broken. If they change that there won't be any condition for starting a battle, then definitely it will be harder. But that's an excellent situation to introduce legendary difficulty, battle difficulty, where you remove all those limitations, all the mechanic, like, oh, they didn't shoot, okay, we're not gonna attack. No. Oh, we're waiting for reinforcements? Okay. Sometimes AI should calculate if they have advantage with units on the battlefield, they should not wait for reinforcements. Because this is another flaw, which I have army waiting in the middle, and let's say reinforcing army from, oh, let's say here. So I park my army here, and I beat the shit out of units that are coming in. And they're still standing. So, you know, because I didn't use range attack, spell, magic, stuff like that, or offensive ability that cause some kind of reaction, they're still waiting, and I slaughter entire army. So, battle system is broken. And like I said, it's a perfect opportunity to introduce legendary difficulty, where you cut out all those limitations, all those, you know, situations, conditions. No, just straight up go kill. Don't wait, don't think. Sometimes even if AI wouldn't, like, if they wouldn't put so much thinking, it would be deadier. If, let's say, this army just went after me, I would get cooked. Maybe not now, because I killed quite a lot of them. And if Gorst, you know, if Gorst charge in with his Mortis engine, I would get fucked, okay? Of course, it's engaging in melee? Oh yeah, Mortis engine doesn't need to be in melee. Or it does. It does, okay. But still, if Gorst would attack, he would do a lot more damage. So, it's my point of view of a battle system and how I think it's broken. But I'm interested of your opinion. What do you think? Tell me in a comment. Am I right, or there should not be legendary system? I'm really interested in your opinion. And if you like stuff what I do, please consider subscribing. You can help me a lot. It doesn't cost you anything outside of clicking subscribe. That's it from me today. I hope you liked this video. Thank you for watching. Take care, and bye bye.